Israeli forces with bulldozers and jeeps entered the camp under the cover of darkness. This has become a routine. And this is the usual aftermath. Wreckage and rubble, asphalt roads plowed down to the dirt. Once the damage is repaired, there's another raid, and it's the same thing all over again. For almost 2 years, a low-intensity war has been raging in the occupied West Bank. Residents here in Yenin's refugee camp say that there have been more than 30 Israeli military incursions since August of this year. The camp is home to militants who Israel has accused of involvement in attacks on Israelis. But here, those whom Israel calls terrorists are seen as fighters against a decades-long military occupation. Wadiam Kaskas is not a fighter. He works for the local government. This is the kids' room. But last week, Israeli soldiers took over his home during yet another raid. As he shows me around, the remains of what was a family's life crunch under our shoes. Brutal is how Wadia sums up the soldiers' behavior. Scars of battles past pockmark the camp's walls, debris on almost every corner. Sami shows me spent cartridges on the floor of her house, saying Israeli troops used this room to fire down into the street. They took my husband, bound his hands, and pushed him outside in the cold, she says. They kept him there from 6 in the evening until 5 in the morning. Eventually, the soldiers let him go, but took away her recently married son, after ransacking his bedroom, searching for weapons. 18-year-old Mahmoud Abul Heji was shot last Thursday evening, shot through his bedroom window. His mother, Khitam, holding a blood-stained towel, recounts how Israeli soldiers wouldn't allow medics to take him to hospital. I was sure we were going to the hospital, she says. We went downstairs. A second officer was there and made the medics put the stretcher down. Mahmoud bled to death in front of his home. Tuesday night, Israeli forces raided the camp again, sparking gun battles with militants. And in the process, Israeli troops killed at least 4 people, including this 8-year-old boy. And then they left. Ben Wedeman, CNN, Yenín in the occupied West Bank.